So Dan Patrick is obviously a podcast host. I don't even know. Obviously, I don't really know who he is, but he has had shows with Gino Auriemma, and that is probably where I'd know most from. Is he was the interviewer in the Gino Auriemma interview where he said Caitlin Clark is not a WNBA player, and this is
John in Iowa. Good morning.
What Dan Patrick has said today. This is what he said today. Title. This is a silly argument. Caitlin Clark is rookie of the year. Obviously, somebody is talking about, in general, about Caitlin Clark, and then he ends up giving his own opinion. This is what he says.
There's still a lot of basketball left to be played. And even, you have people, everybody has their opinion on who's the rookie of the year. And Dawn Staley, great coach, South Carolina, came out and said, this is expected of Caitlin Clark. She's supposed to be great. She's not the rookie of the year. Angel Reese is, because that's a surprise.
That isn't what she said. That is not what she said. She basically said that Angel Reese had built up a big lead and that Caitlin Clark is trying to basically overtake her. And I think she would switch up now. I think if she was asked right now who's rookie of the year, unless she has too much pride in her predictions, she would probably say Caitlin Clark. That's just my opinion. I would say more than likely she would say Caitlin Clark right now, but you just never know. But that argument, I don't think she made that argument, but that is a dumb argument as well. Who is performing, who is exceeding expectations does not mean who is rookie of the year. A lot of people thought Victor Wembanyama didn't exceed expectations, that he did exactly what he was expected to do. That's what an awful lot of people thought, that Victor Wembanyama did exactly what he was supposed to do. But you know who exceeded expectations? Jaime Jaquez Jr., Gigi Jackson. Are they rookie of the year because they exceeded expectations? No, of course they're not.
Which to me is wrong, because Angel Reese was the best player on the team that won a national championship in college.
Yeah, but come on. The year after, Cardoso was the best player that won the year after. The year after that. And Angel Reese, as great as Angel Reese was, no one, unless you were being willfully ignorant or you had an agenda to push, came out of the 2023 college championships where Caitlin Clark put up a 40-point triple-double on Louisville and then put up a near 40-point near triple-double, beating the undefeated South Carolina in the semifinal. And then I think she still had 30 in the final. The biggest problem was that the bigs, Sinano and O'Grady, both got in foul trouble, so they just didn't have any size to compete with LSU, who were bigger. I don't think anyone came out of 2023 thinking that Angel Reese was as good as Caitlin Clark. They just didn't. And especially because if you didn't listen to a lot of WNBA players were Angel Reese is a 6'3" rebounder. She's not going to be anything in the WNBA. She has very much exceeded expectations, but even WNBA greats and did not realize how good she was going to be at what she did.
It's not like she came out of nowhere. And she's...
No, but a lot of people thought she was going to be cut. There were people legitimately worried when she came out and she didn't do the 5th year at LSU. A lot of people thought that she might have fallen into that late first round and been chosen by the Liberty and maybe gotten cut. Obviously, with hindsight, those takes look stupid, but a lot of people did think that at the time.
She's been a really consistent player. But you don't say, well, that person... Should LeBron not have won the Rookie of the Year?
Maybe. But because Melo was unbelievable. Maybe.
Because he was supposed to win it?
I mean, I'm not sure. I actually don't know if LeBron was supposed to win. LeBron was the high school kid. The way they were talking about LeBron, the players, they didn't think LeBron was coming straight in after high school. Melo had just won a national championship. I don't know if LeBron was supposed to come in and win Rookie of the Year. I really don't.
Wait, we're creating arguments here. And really, there's none. Angel Reese has had a really good year. A double-double is something that we can go, oh, I can grab a hold of that. Man, she's got double-doubles. Okay. She does, just about.
That's the only argument. The one thing I will say is that is the only real argument you can make is the double-doubles. And then you also have to take into account that for all-time rookie double-doubles, Angel Reese is going to be first. And when it's all said and done, Caitlin Clark's going to be second, which is crazy.
About every night. Caitlin Clark has a bullseye on her back every single game. You must stop her. I don't think you look at Chicago and go, boy, if we stop Angel Reese, we're going to win.
No, they stop Kennedy Carter. They do stop Kennedy Carter. But I will say is that like teams are now starting to scouting report for Angel Reese. And it's not necessarily about stopping Angel Reese. It's we need to stop Angel Reese rebounding. Like a lot of people are like, oh, you can see they're targeting Angel Reese. And it's like, man, they're boxing out a rebounder. That's not targeting Angel Reese. They're literally boxing out a rebounder. Teams didn't box her out for a while. And they're at least boxing her out now. But like teams are making sure they box her out. They're not letting her get those boards as easy as she used to. And she still is getting a lot of them in her defense. So it is interesting. It's going to be interesting to see second half of the season when Angel Reese is higher on team scouting reports. Because it is definitely, if you're looking for who is on that scouting report, unless Mabry continues her hot streak, it is Kennedy Carter 1, Angel Reese 2.
And that's why this is a silly argument. Caitlin Clark is the Rookie of the Year.
I agree.
Angel Reese is a wonderful player. Absolutely. Plays hard, both ends.
I agree. Like I think it is very, very hard. It's getting harder and harder to argue Angel Reese Rookie of the Year. And looking at the comments, anyone with an eye and a functioning brain can see it Rookie of the Years. Caitlin Clark just started doing behind the back passes like this at Iowa. Caitlin Clark destroyed Reeve at the end of the game. Who watched basketball, watched by rebound? Maybe it was NBC, but I actually saw a comment section that was like basically doubling down that someone just said Alyssa Smith is fun to watch in a comment section. Doubling down that actually Dan Patrick had lost his mind and he's switching up on Angel Reese. And like that's the funniest part about this is people thinking when your opinion switches up on a sporting matter that you're switching up. You're changing sides. Like I had Angel Reese winning Rookie of the Year at one stage. I still thought up until last week that it was close enough that the media was going to swing it in Angel Reese's favor. I don't think it's particularly close anymore. And like the media and narratives can swing a close race. The narratives can't swing a not close race. And this is very close to being a not close race. Like as of right now, it is still like Angel Reese is still in a position where she can catch up. But it's not close. It's genuinely not close right now. And the media, a week ago, it was close. And you might be saying, oh, but it was only a week. It's been 4 or 5 games. In the NBA, that's 8 to 10 games. Like an 8 to 10 game stretch can change everything in the NBA. If you have 8 bad games in a row, or if you have 4 bad games, or 8 bad games in a row as an MVP in the NBA, you're not winning MVP. And that's the equivalent of 4 bad games in a row for a WNBA player. So anyway, yeah, that is the video. That is Dan Patrick. As his opinion, and at this stage, I think it's very hard to argue that Caitlin Clark is not Rookie of the Year. So anyway, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.